Welcome back for another bonus episode on Let's Play Battlefield 1942. On today's episode, once again, the Battle of Britain, and this time around I'm going to be focusing on the bomber planes. I'm on Axis, and I guess I'll do a little bit of engineer stuff if I get shot down or whatever, but primarily I'm going to be trying to get kills and doing damage flying the bomber planes. It's more of a strategic option on this map because your goal, of course, is to destroy the enemy's factory and the radar towers as opposed to capturing flags. So you're really not about trying to get kills, but it is useful to kill the people who are in the anti-aircraft guns, especially those around the factory. So I think the job of the German bomber is not only to deal damage against the factory, but also to kill and demoralize those who are trying to man the anti-air defenses, especially at the beginning when they have more options. You can't force someone to stop using anti-aircraft guns because they keep respawning in, and there are a number of them so they can switch to other ones, but what you can do is persuade them to go spawn somewhere else. Specifically, you want them to be spawning in at the radar towers at the beginning of the map, because if the factory is destroyed at the beginning, when there are a few people defending it, then they can't all gang up on the factory and repair it. It has a very large hit point count, so they can continually repair it. Whereas the radar towers, if there's only one or two left, yeah, they can all try to repair it or whatever, but it's not going to do much good because it has so few hit points it can be destroyed all at once. Now, the way I like to approach the factory bombing is, of course, you got to drop the bomb loads very early because there's so much inertia and because you've got so many bombs. Unlike Battlefield 2, you've got to click the bomb button for every single bomb, one after another, as quickly as you can. So they're going to you really got to be early with the bombs to get every bomb on some kind of a target. And I like to get lined up to get a piece of the factory to do damage, as well as trying to hit the flak guns, which are in front and to the sides of the factory. Usually if there's someone manning the... Oh, and you can also kill the people who are spawning into the factory because they spawn in the front. So it's nice to get that line going right in front of the factory, to the south of it that is, because that'll destroy the flak gun there as well as killing people who are spawning in. Really strongly encourages them to spawn in at the radar towers instead. And I got hit by an anti-aircraft gun. Not sure how exactly. There is one or two on the lower level, so he may have shot me with it, but I didn't see any clouds of smoke anywhere. So they didn't have a bomber plane ready for me. I'm just going to fly over there and kind of focus on shooting at the people who are in the flak guns at the factory. You can also spawn in as a sniper and really do a lot of damage with that. Just kind of bail out to the north of the factory in the grass on the hill and just snipe at the people whenever they get in the flak guns. If you're doing teamwork, you can also report to your fellow pilots when the flak guns are unoccupied so they can all rush in at once and get easy E-bombs against the factory. Yeah, that was the flak gun, unoccupied for the moment. This flak gun right here is very frequently occupied, got a nice little lucky burst of machine gun fire into it. Didn't have an angle to shoot at that Jeep. But I think you guys have seen enough of me shooting at Jeeps and planes from the first Battle of Britain episode. If you're camping around in the factory area, you might want to stay to the north of the factory just in case there are a bunch of friendlies bombing around the south. Most of the time, if people... Well, there's a guy in the flak gun there. Let's see if I can get an angle on him to shoot. Maybe in the APC gun? No, I don't think you can reach it from there. Seems like I'm really on the wrong side over here to shoot at that flak gun. He's really focused on me though. Now see, that bomber plane right there was a little bit too late. If he'd been earlier, he would have nailed the guy in the flak gun. Got one hit on him, but didn't quite get the killing second shot. By the end of this map, if only the factory's left, this whole area right here is extremely active. Let's see if I can get a good landmine toss in there. One of the guys was smart enough to jump out early, not the driver. The driver was probably, he had blood in his eyes, looking to get an easy kill by jeeping me. Unfortunately, that guy's also too smart to get too close, so I can't detonate the X-Pack. Another thing you can do more toward the end of the round usually is killing the people who are repairing the factory. And they tend to be toward the south of the factory as well. And actually got sniped there. Just hesitated enough to get my rifle shot, and I got sniped. That sniper could be anywhere around there. Normally, though, it's really the Germans who make effective use of snipers on this map. Simply because they're the ones who really want to be able to snipe the people in the flak guns. I see this. There's always a heavy bomber in this hangar and the little area next to it. Just look for that empty plane icon. Of course, you'd know that from me camping this whole area by getting in the heavy bomber when I play on the British side. Our planes are pretty much all over the place, which is normal, but I have seen a lot of different planes, not just me doing damage to that factory, and I didn't see a whole bunch of people around there repairing it, because again, they don't do that until the map is closer to the end, when all they've got left is the factory. Especially if they're getting harassed at the factory, they really don't want to deal with that. See if I can get the southern flak gun, maybe that one too. Yeah, I think that last crunch may have been the flak gun. Somehow I managed to kill, by bombing, the same guy twice in a row. I guess no one else was getting kills and he must have spawned right in. This is a 5-second delay server. And again, that southern portion right to the south of the factory, you can get so many kills just by bombing that over and over again. Just a second too slow there for the landmine. But when that plane spawns in again, hopefully the landmine that I just left there will detonate when they pull out. If there weren't so many people around at the moment, I could probably get away with booby-trapping this plane and putting out some X-Packs or whatever. Fortunately, I'd used up my pistol on those other guys. And the British ticket count is speedily dropping because we finished all of our objectives. This time we really got the factory down first, pretty much. so they never had a chance to repair it. And that'll do it for Battle of Britain. See you on the next bonus episode.